comparable base damage, great movement speed, and obviously once he gets Nether Ward as well, it's going to make Blink think twice about maybe even blink before he chooses to cast his second spell.
Yeah. Now, tell me about the Pug. Now, obviously, we see it a lot in push strats. You have Luna with you as well. That thought Sylar getting gone on down bottom. This is what they were talking about during the draft, the aggressive dueling between both this Jakiro and Faith Beyond. Now Lanham doing some serious work against Ice. The Rot coming through. They will get the first blood. Sylar comes back in and has more than enough damage. And now Faith Beyond getting brought down as well. Pudge does not get the deny off in time. It is going to be Faith Beyond securing the second kill, but it is a 1-for-1.
9 better right now, but in a couple more levels, I think Pugna can get an edge.
Dual breath. Sylar might be in trouble. Did he actually get hit by it? Looks like he did. Still taking a lot of damage. Faith Beyond trying to juke his way through and get this kill. The Shadow Ward healing him up. And look at the Rot. Go to work. The Lucid Beam, the hook connects. Fairy Fire's there, but it's not enough. And Old Bottom getting turned on, but Faith Beyond is out of mana. And all of a sudden, Sylar's at full HP after that Shadow Ward. Fatal Bonds will go. This should be a kill. Can the Rot get there? They have another Lucid Beam. It looks like they might not find him. The Creep's taking a lot of damage, of course. He actually uses the tree to Bob Ross him. Oh, again. Oh, impressive play.
And the heal wasted as well. Jakiro able to get the kill. What a sick play from the Night Stalker, stopping Sylar from putting enough damage in to get the kill.
Top lane, there is plenty of farm going for the Slark, but
this is dangerous.
Yeah, Blink. Oh, and he's getting cornered. They get the hook off as well. There's the Decrep coming out the Rotten top. They have the 2 stacks of sticky napalm. This is almost certainly a kill. Nothing he could do there whatsoever.
Yeah, you cast your spell, you die. You wait, you die. And great rotation from Lanham, picking up level 3 now. He's got boots and the Windlace, which means moving between lanes is going to be easier and easier. Night Stalker is so much harder. It's not just because of his movement speed, but also his vision. Something that EHOME actually kind of offsets with their Lunar Aura at least, giving them some very good vision at night, but they still got to land the hook, and it's not going to be easy.
Lanham is setting himself up again. Like you mentioned, though, Hunter in the night is up for the Night Stalker. 11's going to come back in. There is a ward that was there, but it might have been de-warded for the Radiant team, but looks like he's just going to take some stacks. Here comes Lanham. The Lucent Beam is up. They should have a hook ready to go. Ice Path connects, though. There's the silence coming out, so they can't use the hook. Fatal Bond's doing a lot of damage. One more right click, and it will be the Warlock getting the kill. The cast, though, can they break down this Luna? The stick charge comes out, but it's the Void that does bring him down.
Oh, Lanham actually could have saved him there. If he just threw the hook on the Luna when he got really low. I thought he was dead, and it wasn't.
Silence comes out again from Faith Beyond, but slowed up by the Rot. Shadow Word is there. There's the Lucid Beam. Ice Path doesn't connect, but there's the Dual Breath. Faith Beyond still in trouble. He hooks, but it's the wrong target. Innocent still might fall. Lanham is low. One more auto attack. They will bring each other down. Faith Beyond is barely alive. There's the Astral. They rotate and Blink. Ice Path not connecting again. The Nether Blast should come next. Here comes Old Chicken, and Blink, it's going to have a tough time getting out of this. He has Astral in 3, double damage rune. If he can get some help, he can turn this. He's running down. You can see the supports are coming. There's the Life Drain. Blink's low and will die. Almost narrowly made it into the Roche Pit forward deny, but wasn't there in time. Good rotation, and Lanham hits yet another beautiful hook. Now having to turn and will survive. More TP's coming in. Here comes the Pugna. Decrypt and, of course, the Life Drain coming out. And Faith Beyond still rather tanky. Here comes the TP. They have the lasso coming out. They have the stun. Faith Beyond will end up falling. He does get the silence up, but it's not enough. And they find the other kill as well onto the Jakiro. Gets brought down.
Will banish on Lanham to
find him walking out. Old Chicken Astral immediately. He has Decrypt ready to go. The cask as well as the damage drum. Misses the pounce actually, but I don't know if it's going to matter. The cask will bounce through perfectly timed with the creep wave. Nether Ward is down, but it gets immediately blown away. A much needed kill for Wings here.
Yeah, a little bit interesting that he went up there. The Dire team did have for the Slark, but I guess his team does have a lot of setup already, so maybe just prioritizing how much farm it'll help. Void
cast, there's the silence as well. Death Ward, 3 TPs. And look at that, one right in the row.
He's going to die, though. He needs a heal.
Maledict, they have the Life Drain. The medic has arrived. Old Chicken respawns to help out his squad, and now it looks like it will be a turn. Silence comes out, Firefly. They might not be able to chase this. Meanwhile, they find a kill top for Shadow. Oh, that hook again. Just narrowly missing for Lanham. He's so close on all of these. He will not connect on that one.
I mean, every kill that
constant CS as well as kills in that top lane. He's stood there for most of the game. I don't think he's rotated out of that lane up until now. He's rotating till mid. We do have a gank coming from Lanham as well as this Bat Rider.
I think they want to fight this one
They
here.
too, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they got ice up.
The lasso, but the Astral comes out. He'll pull him back nonetheless. And he will actually get him in a good position. Dismember coming out. Good force away coming out. There's the hook onto Faith Beyond. Another Astral. The Chaotic offering EHOME starting to look for this good fight, and they might have the beginnings of it. Ice will drop down that Macro Pyre, but it's already too dead for Wings. Blink's in some trouble. He's got force in 1 second. The hook, it's there. Lanham gets it. Forced back towards this creep camp. Sylar will find him. The Astral is there.
All he has to do is kill everyone.
Well, that's not going to happen, Purge, unfortunately.
That's close.
He does not drop the ultimate. I don't even think he has it skilled it up lane. They did have Lanham down bottom, and he TP'd away already.
Shadow will go first.
It looks like. He has the Shadow Blade. Old 11 will be a huge target. Finds the Invis rune. Instead, he'll go on Old Chicken, and he will get caught. No, oh man, no decrypt available because he gets blown away instantly.
Yeah, decrypt's not even that great against the Slark. Really fights. They got to take a fight.
Lasso. Smoke does break. Shadow scouts it out first and foremost, still with the Shadow Blade. Now looking for Old 11. They're going to try to fight this. The Death Ward is there. They will get off the Lucid Beam. They bring down the goal, but the Shadow Dance is up and available. He pounces away in time. Actually, it might have been a 4-step from Blink instead. The hook was there, but again, mobility from Wings gets them out. It was the 4-step that pushes that Slark away and brings him to safety. They find an easy pick. They back off, and now they might go again. Sylar will TP home. They have already used the Golem, and EHOME probably don't want to fight here for the next couple of moments.
That was such a smart way to initiate a gank. Just Slark for vision, he can press his ultimate, and Witch Doctor's so far back that it's difficult for EHOME to actually interrupt the stun.
They will find another one, and it, of course, is Pudge. Lanham gets dropped down. Very easy gank, and now they're just starting to take over vision. It looks like Old Chicken might be next. They're looking for Lanham might have been spotted by Innocence. Will drop the ward down so they have some vision for EHOME on the high ground. And here comes Shadow. The Sentry Ward is there.
Shadow knows. He knows it's there.
Yeah, he has, of course. He gets hooked anyway. The Shadow Dance passive, not enough. He gets it off in time. The Golem, they can't bring him down, but the Lasso's there. Already, EHOME starting to do pretty well in this fight. Faith Beyond will fall first. The Flame Break push back, not there for Innocence, but it looks like he might be too slow. The decrep, and he will be another martyr for the cause. They'll try to TP home. Blink will get out. Shadow still getting chased down by Old 11. There's the pounce. Shadow Dance passive finally a little bit bigger. Of course, that Luna gets big enough. This game can start spiraling out of control for Wings.
They know exactly where they are, by the way. They saw the Astral. There's the
Tier
pressure.
1 tower.
Great grab.
That is a great last. So the force back up to the high ground. That is a dead Jakiro, more than likely. Decrypt followed up by the life drain. They really want this tower. They'll find it, but they do give away one. Now can they get out cleanly? Old Chicken should have a blink again. But it looks like they've done a great job of dodging these engagements or finding picks where they can. It's not like they're just, completely avoiding these fights. But now, maybe something amiss.
They got the ward. Can they grab somebody, though?
They have the lasso. Ice Path, he walks into it. Bat Rider will fall first. It's time to back now if you're EHOME. No more further initiation. Wings won't go further. Hook, they'll grab the Jakiro. Maybe not the right target. Ice Path onto 2. Shadow coming in as well. Now wants to turn to Sylar. Pops the man style. He's still leashed up. There's the sounds. The Golem. Counter initiation. Shadow dances up for Shadow. Now Innocence backing away on top. Ice Path, they'll grab the Jakiro. No hook onto Innocence. Might need it back here. Wings is taking a lot of damage. Shadow does have that Aegis, but there's that Shadow. Shadow's around.
They can Ice Path. That's their ranged initiation option. It's that or Slark Pounce.
He's going very far forward.
The big hook.
He gets the hook.
There's no Dark Pact.
Can they get the Shadow Dance off? He can. The Dark Pact is there in time. Now the pounce is up, and Lanham might be the one to fall. Macropyre's there as well. BKB for both the cores. There's the gold coming up. Shadow will fall. Dead for 65. No buyback, and Sylar still running. That Luna is big, but they're kind of just maybe play this safe.
They still have to be so afraid of Pudge. He can hook from about tower range towards their actual racks area.
The Aghanim Scepter does give them some good vision.
They're trying to bait the ward, I think. Watch, Witch Doctor's going to hit. Here comes the hook.
Hook, yep. They will find the Night Stalker. It's not one Lanham wanted, but they will find something. Ice Path. Astral will come out, at least avoiding some of the damage, but he's in the base. And there's the Eclipse on top. Faith Beyond. We'll see you later. Flame Break. Decrypt done. 57. BKB did go for Blink. Another good hook, but even though it was accidental, it still works out in their favor.
It was an amazing play by Innocence. He saw the bait, and he tried to juke it, and he did, but it got the guy in the back.
Innocence. Glimmer TP, not in time. Lucid Beam is there, the life drain, the decrypt, and another target going the way of EHOME for sure.
This is like the 4th time in a row that EHOME has gotten an advantage from a hook. Wings can't take a normalized fight. They almost have to throw their body.
It is finally evened out. That 4,000 net worth advantage is gone. And Wings now have to start playing in the back foot. They even find a Radiant scan. EHOME for the first time. They've got a great look at where Wings might be positioned. They see Blink. There's the Blink lasso. And they get the force back as well. BKB is there. Can they bring him down? He's in the trees. They will make it through. They eat the tree. Hook back. A lot of force stuff. Great grab. They get the kill. Dead for 68. They're underneath the tier 3. There's that decrypt you were talking about, but they get the Ice Path, as well as the cast bouncing into Old Chicken, so he can't force away. Lanham's there. Can they get the pounce off Old 11? Another force, and his BKB arrives. They might want to turn this. Here comes Sylar. They don't have that Hex. They just use it. Hook on a Shadow. Has to pop the BKB. The Golems will come out for now. Wings already lost one. Here comes the Eclipse. Blink still taking glaive damage. Nobody dead for EHOME, and Shadow is left to his own devices. Great block from Old 11. The Shadow Dance is still there. Lanham, but Hook is just narrowly going to miss, and he's got the Silver Edge up and running. Faith Beyond still trying to get out of confident, walking out
Shadow might
aggressively.
get spotted here.
Faith Beyond should have some vision. Shadow is going in, looking for Sylar. Manta style, there's the BKB, but the Hex comes out. Can they get it done? They just don't have the damage. They've already lasted up one. Garter's still taking a lot of damage. He actually is going to get dropped. It's finally the first sanities of the game, and they will get a kill. Shadow now. Shadow Dance is going to come out. Sylar's BKB is done. Can they get this kill? They're going into Blink. He's already low. The hook hits, but it's onto Shadow instead of Blink. Now still doing well, but Shadow will fall. Can they bring down Sylar? The cask is coming through. Old Chicken. He's got that life drain. He's looking for another one. The cast still bounced after.
To back him up,
Sylar's here as well. They have the Hex back up.
They're going to go on Sylar.
They find it. Can they bring him down? He's got the Butterfly. He gets Ice Path. The G-Creep is there. They don't have the Sanities. Now the BKB comes out. The Astral's there. Eclipse is back up. Blake will take the majority of the damage, and he will go down. Flame Break, and it looks like it's going to be Jakiro as well. Uses himself for half a second. With the Firefly as well as Sylar nearby, it's a triple kill. They just didn't have the damage, and the Butterfly comes in, and GG. Wings will go down. EHOME even up the series at 1 apiece.
That was a fight that looked so good for Wings, especially the Hex at the end, but they just couldn't quite kill the Luna in time. And the